first match will feature the captain and his partner, Buddy, versus the team of Chocolate Love. I guess it's Chocolate Love versus the Donkey Show. Now, we need cue. Call the peasant in the air.
Head! Look at the ground, it's a clay!
Looks like tails.
What do you say?
You really like the serve or receive? No serve. All right, score stands at 8. Service.
This man is so incredibly stupid he got his dick caught in a ball washer at the golf course!
Hey! I want to face another team. We said we'd take all comers. These two have never been qualified.
8-15. Service.
Your mother is so fat she don't have crabs. She's got turtles.
Get your point, but technically I don't think that can get us fight. Right. 15-15. Service.
The only difference between this woman and Jell-O is that Jell-O moves when you eat it.
Hey! If I want any left from you, I'll scrape it off your partner's dick.
Slayer, I've been meaning to tell you, going out to get shit-faced, just an expression.
No, it's 20. Service.
Sleeping with this man's girlfriend is like eating at KFC. Once you get done with the breasts and the thighs, all you have left is a greasy box to throw your phone into. You know what the difference
Say that again! That's really disgusting! That's 21. It's not a point.
You know what the difference between my legs and your mother's legs are? Mine got the same dick between them every night. Who's your daddy?
I think it's 30-30, but at this point I don't really care.
And the only reason they can't legally call you a rapist is the farm animals can't say the word no.
Quick impression!
Ned!
Right.
Let me do that again. Folks, a quick impression! Bird on a mission to your sister!
Listen, you munnage! Why don't you just light your tampon and blow your box apart? 'Cause that's the only bang you're ever gonna get!
I got $100 tattooed on my dick, so anytime your mom wants to blow $100.
I would call you a dankish, craven, rump-fed, bar-falling, cum-gurgling gutter snipe, but that would be an insult to all the dankish, craven, rump-fed, bar-falling, cum-gurgling gutter snipes in this world!
What? 25 is the number we're at. I think that's 40-30. Service.
This man had to give up eating vegetables because he had such a hard time getting them back in the wheelchair.
If you weren't so damn ugly, your partners might stop coming behind you.
All right, Deuce, service.
Don't pay any attention to her. She's been a little cranky ever since her gynecologist pulled the wrong tooth.
And your stick is so small, you have your prostate exam done by the gynecologist.
This coming from a woman whose idea of foreplay is picking the scads and letting the puss run.
Oh, come on! Advantage, service.
My lords and ladies, I would like to introduce to you the two that invented 78% of the sins, beginning with the letter B. Bigamy, blasphemy, butchery. What about the big B? What, bestiality? Oh yeah, there's buck sheep.
There were only 2 words you weren't supposed to say, and that was one of them. Point for them.
Yeah, I'll get that one next time.
Service.
This man's girlfriend is so revolting that when he goes down on her, she eats him out.
And if your mother had his mate dick sticking out of her, she's had stuck in her, she'd look like a porcupine.
Service.
You know, I was going to say that he doesn't know his ass from a hole in the ground, but he must, because last week I saw him making love to a hole in the ground, just praying to God when the gopher came back, it wouldn't know the difference either.
Whoa! Vivid!
And show us what going half-cocked really means.
Come, Bubble.
Dan Quayle, spelling coach.
Rapist. Think about it.
I don't know. Is that an insult or not? Point.
I got a return for that one.
Oh, well, fine. Return. Well, sir.
All right. Regurgitated vaginal fart.
You know, I heard that now that you're putting the Nicoderm patch on your dick, you're down to just $2 a day.
That's game. The player in queue.
Where's Butch?
Give the big camera a kissy.
Close up, close up. Give me a close up. Are you ready for a close up?
5-time grand champions, the brothers, Sam. Wilson and Marin Kaya.
There really is basically. I know.
Take the children away.
I don't really love you.
Looks like tails. Would you like to serve or to receive? All right, before they do, one more last warning. Take the kids and run. Now. Good, all right. You said receive? Service?
A quick impression. You after sucking on a great big cock. You know, Wilson, I understand that your mother's so fat that the outsides of her thighs rub together.
And you know what? I hear the last piece of ass you got was when your finger went through the toilet paper.
I understand that your idea of foreplay is merely when the farmer comes out in the morning to milk you.
Jim Brothers, having sex with your mom is a lot like lobbing a weenie into a large street. It's dirty, and you try not to hit patrons on the way.
You never liked it.
This from a man whose dates need to chew before they swallow.
5 reasons why this man is just like a cock. Number 1, there's a hole in his head. Number 2, there's a ring around his collar. Number 3, he gets drunk, spits up, and passes out. Number 4, his family is nuts. And number 5, he's right next to an asshole.
And this man is just like an old PC. Not enough RAM and still using a 3.5-inch floppy. Ladies and gentlemen, a man from the only country in the world where communion has a 2-drink minimum.
And this coming from a man who has to use a thimble and a rubber band for a jock strap.
This coming from a woman who's had more hands in her than Kermit the Frog.
Jim Brothers!
I will always score a Muppet joke. Service.
Wilson, I understand that you didn't want to go off to war because you were afraid to leave your brothers behind.
This coming from a man that says that the reason he enjoys being a pedophile is his penis looks so large in such a tiny hand.
This from a man whose least favorite thing about sex is getting the blood out of his clown suit.
And I hear that you masturbating is a lot like an invalid trying to bench press an Oreo.
Bad insult.
Frank, I understand that having sex with you is a lot like banking. You make a deposit, you make a withdrawal, you lose interest, and the first 1,000 people get a free toaster.
Jim Brothers, I came across your mom the other day, and your sisters, and your daughter.
That's deuce. Service.
Oh, Wilson, let's not bring family into this after all. I don't come to your mother's work and slap the sailors' dicks out of her mouth. made you go sleep in your own bed because they thought you were coming between them.
I wish the hairs on your ass would turn into drumsticks and beat the shit out of me.
And I understand the difference between having sex with you and riding an elevator is one requires 6-inch cable, advanced hydraulics, and a set of winches to go up and down the shaft, and in an elevator you just push the button. Well, in Kai, I understand you bring new meaning to the phrase drinking a man under the table.
This is from a man who is so disgusting, he refers to quadriplegics as sandbags.
Behold, this man has all the signs of a desperately lonely man. A worn, calloused hand, a well-muscled wrist, and he's with her.
And I hear your mother's just like a postage stamp. You lick her, you stick her, and you send her away.
I don't want to call you cheap, but what the hell else can you get out here for $1?
Sex life for this man has not been the same since the Islamic court cut Jamil's fist off.
You know, Wilson, your wife and I played a little game the other night. We called it Pearl Harbor. I laid down and she blew the living hell out of me.
If I wanted any comeback from you, I'd wipe it off his chin.
That's really icky. Deuce, service.
Wilson, I saw your mother the other day over by the petting zoo. It was so cute. She was doing this little impression of a rooster, and she got down and started crowing, "Any cockle-doo!"
That's interesting. It reminds me of how I ran across your mother the other day during her swimming lessons. She was saying to the instructor, "Will I really sink if you take your finger out?"
When did I lose control? No, I never had. Service.
Behold, this man spends most of his time exactly the way he was born. Naked, wet, and screaming between his mother's legs.
And this man is just like a tile floor. If you lay him right the first time, you can walk all over him for life.
Advantage, service.
Well, I understand that the difference between you and a bowling ball is that most men, if they absolutely had to, could eat a bowling ball.
This from a man who refers to his mother's period as finger paints.
Let's see, disgusted, disgusted, disgusted. Passing out, disgusted.
You're trying to say that your mother doesn't love you. You just have to wait in line like everyone else.
And I hear that your sister is so disgusting she has crabs bungee jumping off her tampon string.
Well, so I understand that your favorite thing about sex is just feeling those little hips crack.
Point! Give him a point! Give him a point!
This man is so incredibly stupid that for months he thought his new girlfriend's real name was Realistic Throbbing Action.
The Dim brother's mother is so fat that when she drops her panties down to her knees, her flabby slit is still in them.
Disgusted.
The man whose idea of play is just scraping the blood off the carp.
Tattooed on it.
It's an incredible honor to have something named after you. Isn't that right, Mrs. Syphilis?
What is black and blue and hates sex?
What?
The woman this man slept with last night.
69 things we have said or done that could get us fired. All right. I don't even know.
Do you know what this man calls the worthless piece of loose flesh at the end of his cock? Mom!
The truth really hurts, doesn't it? Service?
Well, so I understand that having sex with you is a lot like playing billiards with a rope.
How about for that?
Tupperware! You get a nice tight seal, but you have to burp her afterwards.
And I understand that the only STD you need ever worry about is just diaper rash.
And I understand that this man's idea of safe sex is washing his hands thoroughly before fisting the goat.
Once they back up harder.
Tim Brothers, your mom sure has a lot of spunk on her face.
Service?
Tell me, Wilson, don't you find it just a bit strange when all of your dates say the same thing during sex? Daddy, are you sure this is right?
Jail.
I'm so glad you two are romantically involved. With his big mouth and your lack of manhood, it'd be like feeding a whale a Tic Tac.
Really like that one. Service?
Malachi, I understand they recently made you an honorary member of the Spanish Armada because you both have so much practice blowing the hell out of the English.
And I understand that you're just like cement. It takes you 2 days to get hard.
This coming from a woman who thought pacifist was a verb.
This coming from a man who believes he's had a good night when he wakes up in the morning with a lump in his throat and a string hanging from his mouth.
Wilson, I understand the only difference between your mother and a fat slut is... Well, so I understand that you lost your job at the sheep farm because too many were starting to look like you.
Tim Brothers, I encountered your mom the other day. She was walking around with a tampon stuck behind her ear, asking everyone if they'd seen her last cigarette.
Malachi, I understand the only difference between you and a mosquito is that if you slap a mosquito, the damn thing stops sucking.
Ow!